It's Making the Grade, starring Connor Chin, Mark Barron, Jake Olinger, Skylar Trimper, Julian Evans, Steven Sateric, Jared Voodoo, Sam DeCoste, Zohib Butt, Andy Malouf, Adam Ng, Sukanya Puther, Kelly Biancamano, Yinka Bowlerin, Jamie Lewis,
Hello SVHS, I'm Sukanya West.
And I'm Jamie Lewis. We welcome you all back to Episode 2, Season 12 of Making the Grade.
On this episode, we have a plethora of topics to discuss.
From boys soccer to drug abuse prevention to beards, we have it all. So sit back while we dive right into this episode.
Every year, Making the Grade has new groups of students that produce our show.
This is the first episode where we take a look at 3 of our valuable cast members.
Check it out.
Video has been enjoyed for years by students at South Brunswick High School through Video in the 21st Century, Advanced Video, VTN, and Making the Grade. Students have produced multiple films and productions, but we never know what happens behind the scenes. This episode, we're going to be focusing on our 3 cast members, Kelly Biancamano, Andy Malouf, and Connor Chin. Now, let's meet the crew. The video classes offered at South Brunswick High School have allowed students to adapt essential skills that could be useful in their future.
I hope to apply what I've learned in video in my future when I eventually start doing this as a career, as like a producer and as a director. And I'd like to thank Mr. Sweeney for everything, because he's taught us a lot, and everybody teaches each other in this class. And I feel like everybody will also hopefully use their skills to, even if it's not video related what they do, will hopefully use their skills towards what they've learned, because it's good for communications, it's good for teamwork, it's good for a lot of things.
I may possibly use these skills in the future. If I applied to TCNJ with an iSTEM major, which is focused on like technology. So if I go into that, then I might use the technology aspect of this class.
I think from a technical standpoint, it's really made me better with computers and editing.
Students have created numerous projects throughout the years and commented on what projects they are most proud of.
My greatest accomplishment was definitely last year in VTN when I was creating segments, and I created 9 videos in one day. That was a great day.
Freshman year, with my best buddies since kindergarten, I made a Star Wars video, and we ran around with lightsabers around school.
I'd say one of the biggest accomplishments that I've learned throughout this class is that I've learned how to write scripts better, and I've also learned how to edit, especially because going into this class I went in blind. I didn't know a single thing about making videos, but through this class I've learned how to video edit, I've learned how to film, I've learned how to script write, and I've learned how to coordinate. So I'd say those are all accomplishments.
Memories have been made in C104, and each crew member will carry their experiences with them on to the next chapter in their lives.
My most memorable part of being in the video program was definitely taking VTN. I feel like that was a whole different world of video. We got to learn a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and I really liked that.
I'd say the most memorable part of me being in the video program was meeting everybody involved and working on things together. I made a lot of new friends throughout the video program in my 4 years of high school, and it's really just a good experience all around, and it's just going to be a memorable class.
We can't wait to see more amazing productions by our phenomenal cast members in the months ahead.
In other news, The boys' soccer season has finally come to an end. Although it was a great run, we are sad to say goodbye to the many seniors who helped lead the team. Let's take a look at the close bond that led these athletes to success in this fall.
The South Brunswick High School boys soccer team have had an amazing season this fall, winning the boys' Red Division title and having the best record South Brunswick has seen yet, with 17 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties. But what many people don't know is the family bonding that goes on behind the scenes.
We've been playing with a lot of the kids now for a couple of years. It's helped build a lot of chemistry, and we kind of get to know what everyone's going to do on the field.
We know where everyone's going to be, we know what everyone's going to do, and we just like having fun playing soccer together.
Because we've all been on the same team since like 7th grade and middle school. So we all know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we play off that.
Now, before I finish, let me just say, I did not come here to show you.
Although the boys like to have fun on the field during practices, they also like to have fun off the field.
A lot of the times we get food after games or before games, and we chill at each other's houses. Outside of soccer, we love to celebrate a good win by going to Moe's or Chipotle or Buffalo Wild Wings.
Go out to eat like Buffalo Wild Wings or Chipotle or something like that.
At Moe's, Chipotle, Vito's.
We usually hang out like at least 3 times a week and just spend time with each other and savor our senior year of high school.
I got them quoting verses, got them saying my God. Book them shows, the only gigs you got is on your iPod. You are off the mat and you talking about your swag, only label that's.
Congratulations to the boys soccer team on all their accomplishments this season. Although they may have not finished the season the way they wanted, they did collect many accolades over the past couple months.
Our boys really did an amazing job this year. What a great season.
There's no doubt about that, and we hope that the underclassmen can live up to this legacy in the years to come.
I'm sure they will. Oh, did you hear about the new Youth to Youth Club?
As a matter of fact, I did. The main focus of the club is for the prevention of drug abuse and suicide among teenagers.
Exactly. We sent Zohib to learn more about the club Youth to Youth. Let's see what else he discovered.
Okay, so
I'm here at a Youth to Youth Club meeting where students come together every week to discuss causes and ways of preventing drug abuse and suicide. This is the first year Youth to Youth is recognized as an official club run by Aaron Millman and Eleni Isoldi.
I believe in empowering young people to kind of make a difference and change our community, to improve our community so people can be happy, healthy, and we can thrive and kids can reach their full potential of success.
We had always talked about starting a mental health group here at the high school because we kind of felt like we didn't have one already. We had all these other choices and options in terms of clubs and activities, but not one that's geared towards mental health.
Even though the club is still very young, it has started to gain a lot of momentum, featuring an advisory board of outgoing student leaders.
Youth to Youth was actually created when my friend Erin and I went to see Mr. Millman after a few suicide incidents at Notre Dame High School, and we spoke to him about having a program such as Youth to Youth in our high school in order to prevent something like that happening to any of our peers, and Youth to Youth was formed.
I was approached by a counselor here, Mr. Millman, and encouraged me to join this club. And be on the advisory board is an opportunity to talk about issues in our school that can affect a lot of students and ways that we can help and reach out to them.
One of the things that we do talk a lot about is substance abuse, and we just had an opioid presentation. We also talk about other mental health issues such as depression, anxiety. We do talk about many different things, like I said.
What the worst part about when kids get depression is that only 30% of kids with depression find the help that they need.
Depression is really important to be addressed because a lot of people are affected by it, even many kids in our school, so I feel that.
Depression is something that affects millions of people, and it affects students to a point where they feel that they have to harm themselves or harm others.
Students find it more comfortable to discuss these topics when it's their fellow peers that address the issues, because they find student leaders as someone they can relate to.
It's imperative that we have students deliver the message. It's student-led, adult-guided the whole concept behind that philosophy is we can work with students and we can collaborate so we both meet our goals. But if students are communicating it, the students will put a lot of value in what their peers say. They're going to listen to them, they're going to tune in a little more than if I'm delivering the message, because I'm an old guy and I don't really know things.
To help kids with depression, it makes me feel better because there's some hope that there's actually a light at the end of the tunnel for them. And it also helps myself because I'm not going to then succumb to that.
For me, I think it gives me hope that if I can change someone, then everyone has that opportunity, you know? Like, to see someone go from a very dark, deep place to becoming truly happy and content with themselves is like nothing else.
It's amazing to see student leadership raising awareness about mental health in our community. We hope that this newly started club continues to prosper under great student leadership. Thank you for joining us in a very humbling talk with the Youth to Youth team. My name is Zohib for Making the Grade. Back to the studio.
Well, that was extremely eye-opening and informative for us all. It's a great initiative for our school. And now we are joined by Sam from the Youth to Youth Club. Sam, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So Sam, why should kids join Youth to Youth?
Youth to Youth is a really good opportunity for kids to get involved in the community. We also have a lot of opportunities to volunteer. For the whole year, we have opportunities to fundraise for our summer retreat in Rhode Island, which is a drug prevention and youth development program, and also an opportunity to make kids more well-rounded individuals, to learn about issues that can affect a lot of kids in our school, including drug prevention and depression.
What made you want to present about depression to the club?
I feel that depression is a really important issue to address in our school because it really goes unnoticed in high school. Over 5 million kids every year get depression, but only 30% of kids with depression find the help that they need. And so it's really important that kids find the help that they need. And so in the club, I decided to present about it to encourage kids to find the help that they need. If they're going through any sort of emotional episode, that they have all the resources in the school to help to find the help. They have counselors, teachers that care about them, even their peers. And so I thought presenting about it and what comes with depression could encourage kids to find their help.
That's great, thank you. And how do you think the student leader dynamic makes the club different from all the other clubs in this school?
So obviously Mr. Millman and Miss Isoli run the club and they're the club advisors, but it's really student-led. The student advisory board really takes lead in the club. We organize all the meetings, we facilitate the presentations, and we decide what topics we're going to discuss for every club meeting. And the student dynamic makes it more comfortable for kids because when you go to class every day in school, you're always listening to a teacher on a board talking about a certain topic, and so kids are used to that. But when a student is delivering the message, talking about an issue that can affect them, that's really important, then kids are going to feel more comfortable, they're going to listen a little more, and so that makes for a really unique dynamic in our club.
Great. It is great for our school to provide a platform for student leaders to help their peers raise awareness about drug abuse and suicide. Thank you, Sam, so much for giving us your time.
My pleasure.
Every day in the local news, anchors share what they believe is the most important information to talk about. There will always be tough topics to discuss, but there will always be light shed upon us all. Well, Mark and Andy took their own route and created our new segment, What in the World?
What is going on, guys? Welcome to our first installment of What in the World.
That's right, What in the World is where we talk about all the crazy news articles going on around the world.
That's right, I'm Mark.
And I'm Andy.
All right, and let's get right into our first story. An Ohio State police officer found 2 deers duking it out in the middle of the street.
Oh dear.
Exactly, oh dear is right. These 2 deers usually are stopped by the police, but they felt that the police officer felt it was right to let them duke it out and have fun.
I wonder why those two deer were fighting. Let's watch the footage and see.
Let's find out. The Blue Ash Police Department posted a video to Facebook showing the dash cam footage recorded early Wednesday morning in a residential neighborhood.
The officer's car stops to watch two deer fighting at the side of the road, and a buck of brawl soon spreads out in the middle of the street.
Normally, BAPD would not tolerate fighting in the street. We thought it was best to let nature take its course in this instance.
It's kind of crazy to think that two deer would just start a fight in the middle of the street like that, right, Mark?
That's extremely right. I'm still confused.
I'm still confused. But that's why we asked around South Brunswick High School to see if anybody else knows why the two deer were fighting. Let's see what they had to say.
Yep.
I think they were probably fighting over a female. Two bucks wanted that one doe. Only one of them could get it. Fight to the death. So only one of them could have her.
I think the deer were fighting because they got beef and they had to settle it, you know? Like people do. Deers are human. You get it?
If I saw the two deer fighting, I'd probably get out of the car and break it up because that's no bueno.
I think that the deer and their violence is something that just happens in nature all across the world where people aren't living. Deer and other animals they fight each other and there's nothing we can do about it there, so why stop it here?
Hey, Mark.
Yes?
Would you like to adopt a baby turtle?
Absolutely, I'd love baby turtles.
Well, I've got good news for you, Mark. 50 baby turtles were apprehended from a man trying to illegally sell them in a Burger King parking lot.
A Burger King parking lot?
Yes, a Burger King parking lot.
There's many things in a Burger King parking lot. I didn't expect turtles to be one of them.
Richmond Animal Care and Control said the 50 baby red-eared slider turtles were seized from a person attempting to sell the reptiles in a Burger King parking lot. RACC said the turtles are now available for adoption without a fee, as city codes do not allow turtles to be sold while this little. We will have adopters sign an additional waiver outlining agreement to never release the turtles into the wild. Their species tend to take over any wetlands they occupy, so we are cognizant of the fact. Well, that concludes today's segment of What in the World.
That's right. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mark.
And I'm Andy.
Signing off for now.
Well, guys, you can definitely add me to that list of adopting a baby turtle. They're just too cute to pass up. I agree, and can't wait to see what craziness happens around the world next time.
Hey, did you see Mr. Edwards' beard today? Isn't it so nice? Speaking of Mr. Edwards, he is running the No Shave November fundraiser.
Oh, that's right. Why don't we take a closer look at the fundraiser?
When you think of a Viking, one of the first things to come to mind is a massive beard. Here at South Brunswick High School, students and teachers alike are showing their inner Viking with No Shave November fundraiser. The fundraiser was kickstarted by the beloved physical education teacher, Sean Edwards, for awareness of a cause that remains very dear to him and many others.
A couple of years ago, I just wanted to start a fundraiser in memory of my daughter who passed away from trisomy 18. So I do the Project Adventure Club in the fall, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to try to do a fundraiser. So I came up with, well, I didn't come up with it, but I thought I'd piggyback off other people and do a No Shave November here at South Brunswick.
Trisomy 18 is a condition that causes severe developmental delays due to an extra chromosome 18. A trisomy 18 error occurs in about 1 out of 2,500 pregnancies in the United States and 1 in 6,000 live births. Students who wish to show support for the cause are able to do in a variety of ways. The Project Adventure Club is showing their support by selling knitted beard hats and running the No Shave November fundraiser.
Anybody can be involved. Typically the Project Adventure Club spearheads the fundraiser, but anybody can get involved either by buying a shirt or a hat, and you can just wear them on Fridays or Thursdays at the end of a week to spread awareness, or you can just donate to the cause.
For more information, see Mr. Edwards or visit the Project Adventure Club at PA Club SVHS.
What a brilliant idea for such a great cause. Catch me around school wearing that knitted beard hat.
Good one. But did you know that November isn't only associated with no shaving? This month has also been dedicated to honoring the wonderful staff members who have served in the military. Let's see what SBHS thinks about Support the Troops.
Our initiative here at SBHS is dedicated to the phenomenal troops that work steadily to support us. However, it makes it even more impactful when the soldiers we support are people we know directly. There are several staff members here in the SBHS community who are directly affiliated with the troops. Let's hear from them about their experiences and efforts in the Army.
I am a retired captain in the U.S. Navy.
I am a member of the Army Reserves. What made me decide to join the military? I would say I was in high school and I was trying to figure out what to do to get into college. And so there was an assistant wrestling coach at the time who was in the reserves, and he thought I would be a good fit for it, so he talked, and I then talked to a recruiter, and then I eventually signed my paperwork, and I've been doing it for the past 21 years.
I served for 30 years. Over 10 of it was active, the rest was reserve time. But during my reserve time, I was what is called selected reserve. I was actively drilling and working that entire time. I still keep up with my old groups that I've worked with, my ship, my group at the Office of Naval Research, and still stay active with veterans groups and naval organizations that support our current troops.
The Army is characterized through its tireless service and unwavering protection of the citizens of America. Our troops are truly some of the most dedicated individuals in our communities. It is imperative that we always show our appreciation for their unwearying efforts. So let's take a look at how we, here in the SBHS community, are working to show our gratitude for our troops.
Student Council actually has a whole flurry of different things that we're going to be doing for Support the Troops. In addition to asking for donations during lunch, we're also going to be selling candy grams to give thanks, and we're also going to be doing a movie night, and we'll be having a spirit day with a lunch event, and all of that information will be posted within the next week or two.
So Student Council is doing quite a lot this year for support our troops. We are actually moving to a support our veterans initiative more so this year. We are going to be sending our thanks out to our veterans. We are going to be doing a lot more education on PTSD and mental illness. And we are going to be doing a red, white, and blue and yellow day for our troops and to honor Veterans Day.
We need to remember the constant efforts of our Army in making our lives safe, comfortable, and secure. We must always show our gratitude for our troops, and initiatives such as our Support the Troops are the segue.
One thing that I think we really can do is thanking our service members and really just looking out for them. Sometimes just being the person there to listen to a story or anything like that, but supporting them when they come home.
Acknowledge that we're always working. I like it if people would familiarize themselves with actual work the troops do overseas, whether that's Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines.
Balancing home life with military life, that is a very difficult thing to juggle. Balancing my civilian career, balancing my family, and the reserves time is a tightrope act sometimes.
We're not just involved in a group when there's a war going on. We're always working, and keeping peace is a 24-hour-a-day job all the time.
Support the Troops is an extremely important cause that is used to honor those who are veterans, currently serving in the U.S. military, or considering joining this incredible organization.
Thank you to the amazing staff members who have served. You are truly heroes. To all of you viewers, please continue to honor our troops not only this month, but for the rest of the year as well.
Our top investigators, J&J, are back at it again with a new interview with the school's local rapper, hall monitor, Darius. Welcome back to the show with the pros and the questions we come to know. Factual Faculty.
Greetings, staff, students, and anybody else who watches the show. Welcome to the second episode of Factual Faculty.
Today we have another very important guest, Mr. Gilliam,
AKA Darius.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, it doesn't matter. But so we have a couple questions for Mr. Gilliam today. To start it off, we actually have one of the questions that we asked Mr. Fetter last week. And this question is, Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Tupac? You want to elaborate on that one a little bit?
I say Tupac because I love his music. His music has a lot of messages in it and things that I can relate to, and I think it's very important.
Okay. Well, that answer.
You see yourself in 10 years?
10 years, I guess I see myself hopefully being a school counselor, school psychologist, because I love helping kids. Because my role as a hall monitor, I feel like I have a better relationship with these kids in the hallways. You know?
Were you a troublemaker back in high school?
Never.
Really?
Never a troublemaker.
You sure?
Positive. You can ask any hall monitor, they'll tell you the same thing.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Do you have a favorite dance move?
Favorite dance move?
Do you like to
I like
blackboard?
to.
Do you like
I
to-
like to spin.
You like to spin?
Spin. Like when I mean spin, I mean like spin moves like Michael Jackson, James Brown when they do those spins.
Oh yeah.
I idolize those guys growing up, so that's how I'm able to do all of my long spins.
Got you.
From watching those guys.
Is water a beverage?
Yes, it is.
For sure.
It's something you drink. I think it is.
Check in on that one.
Yeah.
If you could have, what would your rap name be if you had one?
Well, back in the day, when I was in Crossroads, that's a history lesson for you, everybody. Back when I was in Crossroads, Mr. Darius had a rap name.
Did you?
I was known as D Money.
D Money.
That's my name back then. I used to rap, I used to rhyme.
Really?
Rhyme is easy.
Rhyming is pretty easy.
It still comes to me every now and then. I
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that.
If you want to freestyle later, you know.
Yeah, no, please freestyle first, like by all means. But
Yeah, sure.
I just gotta find a
What do you do that?
Yeah, we are gonna hold you to that actually.
Oh yeah, sure, definitely.
If you could tame any animal, which one would you want to tame?
I guess a lion.
A lion.
That's pretty.
Would you bring him to school?
No.
Why not?
I
If you
would
could
not.
tame it, then
If someone's running, then.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be the best idea. So.
If they were allowed, you know.
Yeah.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Oh wow. I guess one horse duck. I guess.
Really?
I guess it's only one.
You just imagine like
A horde.
Yeah.
Like galloping
will be-
at you
yes.
with their tiny little legs.
That will be something. That will be something.
And then you'd have an epic battle with a giant duck.
Yeah.
Oh.
And those you don't see every day.
Then the other ones.
The
then, I
beak.
guess.
You
Yeah.
just bite your head off.
They can, yeah, that.
But you think our
you
ducks
maybe-
that valid though?
Yeah, you don't want to play around with that, you know.
I would not want to fight a giant goose.
Neither would
Those
I,
things are
because
nasty.
they are pretty tough.
They
I've
are
seen
tough.
them.
It would not
They are
hiss, it
tough.
would roar.
They are
Yeah,
tough.
honestly.
Yes, they are tough.
Would you rather own a plane or a submarine?
Submarine. I'm not really a plane person.
Not a plane person.
Not a plane person.
Have you been like scuba diving or anything? Have you been underwater? Do you have-
Never.
Really?
I can't swim.
Oh, okay.
Now, I have to kind of paint a picture here. So you're chilling at your house, right?
Yes.
As you do. You look out your window, zombie apocalypse. Now, they're coming to your house right now. You have to quickly get something from your house to use as a weapon. What is it?
A hammer.
A hammer?
Hammer.
Like a sledgehammer or just like a...
Just the normal hammer.
Just a normal hammer?
Normal hammer. 'Cause that can do a lot of damage.
Would you just use that the entire time or would you...
If that's the only thing I have available, I will use that. If there's anything else I can find, but in the meantime, if that's all I find, that would be my main thing.
Gotta be resourceful.
Yes.
Any more questions for Darius?
No, that's all I got.
I think that's all I have too, you know?
That's all we have. Now, if you want to finish off with a freestyle...
If you could please freestyle for us, just a little bit, just a little bit. I just want you give me like 4 bars. That's all I need.
All right, SB. Let me see what I still got.
We'll edit in a beat, maybe.
Yeah, we got you.
Let me see what I still got. Check it. Let me see what I still got.
Okay, D-Money.
All right, everybody, let me see what I got. All right, check it out. I'm back in the game, I'm not to blame, but D my name. Stay in your lane, I make it rain. How about back, youngin'? The D coming. Stop fronting, it's gonna be something. The money maker, the true player. I'm tired of these haters, tired of these fakers. Don't make me break it like the Undertaker.
Ooh! Oh my God! D-Money, everybody. Would you look at, man? Can somebody please sign this man to a record deal? Home monitor by day, rapper by night. Like I'm telling you, this man is something special.
Not a troublemaker.
Not a troublemaker at all. That's really good too. We'd like to thank Mr. Darius
Thank you, guys.
for coming on here.
Thank
We
you very
really
much.
appreciate it a lot. That concludes the second episode of Factual Faculty. Until next time, this is Jay and Jay, making the grade.
Now we know that we have someone checking the halls and checking the mic with his insane skills. Thanks to J&J, we now have a rapper added to our wall of fame. We would like to thank Darius for joining us and being such a genuine person.
What a show it has been today, huh?
I would say so. We thank you all for joining us for episode 2, and we can't wait to share the news once again.
Tune in next time for episode 3 of Making the Grade. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Sukanya West.
Thanks for watching.